We're back with the latest on U.S. soldier Travis King, who crossed over into North Korea earlier this week. The U.S. Army has launched an investigation into the incident, but so far there has been radio silence from North Korea. NBC News correspondent Matt Bradley joins us now from the South Korean capital, Seoul. Hi, Matt. Good to see you. So what is the latest from U.S. officials on all this? Do they know anything right now about King's condition or whereabouts?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question, Savannah. We have no latest. There is no latest news here. And the fact is, it raises the question, where is Private King? We heard from Washington. They said that there was going to be a sprawling investigation involving various government entities and diplomatic channels, including the United Nations, the Swedish mission in Pyongyang, representatives here in Seoul through the military, which have some connection to the military and to officials in North Korea. And yet, where can that investigation go if no one is answering the phone on the other side? And that is exactly what we're seeing. So the fact is, we haven't heard from North Korea. They haven't even acknowledged they have Private King in custody. And we don't know still anything about Private King's actual motives in moving over the border. So this is all still very much a mystery. And that wouldn't be such a problem, except that we're now in day 4. It's now been 3 days since he dashed across the border, shocking the world and creating this diplomatic crisis. And we still don't know what the situation is. So that is a big, big headache for Washington and for diplomats and for the U.S. military posted here in South Korea. Guys.
Absolutely. Also, Matt, we understand that there are these new details, though, emerging about King's life in the months leading up to this incident. What can you tell us?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I think has been really interesting is his criminal record here, because we've been talking about at least 2, possibly 3 assault charges against him. Now we're learning that there were no actual charges against him, but he had been at least detained probably twice for assault, both of them involving late-night incidents at nightclubs or bars here in Seoul. And in one of them, he was put in a police car where he shouted epithets against Koreans and the Korean police, and then he started kicking the car. He did about $500 in damage to a police car while he was briefly detained. He was fined $5,000, and instead of paying that fine, again, both of these incidents occurred last autumn, instead of paying that fine, he, it sounds like, elected to do time in jail, which you can do here in South Korea in order to pay off that fine. So he spent 48 days in jail. He was released on July 10th, and a week later, that was when he decided to join one of those guided tours that take you right up to the DMZ. You can do that anywhere here in Seoul. It's not clear exactly where he joined this tour. And then that was when he decided to make that shocking dash across the border. So that is the timeline. There was no assault that put him in jail. It was essentially a decision that he made in order to pay off his debt to the South Korean police. Guys?
Matt Bradley, thank you very much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.